Hi guys, welcome to Tech Geek. So today we are back with the daily Leetcode challenge problem, that's vertical order traversal of a binary tree. So this is a type of traversal you guys have heard. So till now the traversals that were pre-order, post-order, in-order, spiral traversals and level order. So this is kind of a traversal but a quite hard one if you don't know how to go up with an approach. So let's see what this could be a go through. So this is a Leetcode hard 987. If you don't know how to go with it, so search for this number. It's a Leetcode daily challenge problem. Seeing to the particularity that's the level of this question, it can be asked in a very good way in other companies and specifically the top ones. So keep your eyes on the description. Now, okay, the description says you have been given the root of a binary tree. You need to calculate the level of vertical order traversal. Now, what does a vertical order traversal mean? For each node at a position, row and column, its left and right childs will be at a position of row plus 1 and call minus 1, row plus 1 call. Now you can see this row plus 1. Row plus 1, you can say that's kind of a level, or you can say the height or depth, whatever word you want to use. This is the position. Okay. Now, root of the tree is at 0, 0. Now, vertical order traversal of a binary tree is a top to bottom ordering for each column index, starting from the leftmost and ending to the rightmost. There may be multiple nodes in the same row and the same column. In that case, sort these nodes by their values. Now, let's say we got some value for this is 2, 0, 2, 0. So for this case, the value was 3 and 4. So obviously 3 would come before, then 4. So it should be sorted when these values are there. Now let's see in a better way. You have been given a binary tree here. You can see this binary tree. Initially said that your root should be 0, 0. Okay. This is your row. This is your column. As said, your left will be row plus 1, col minus 1. Right will be row plus 1, col plus 1. So now you can see 0 plus 1, 1, 0 minus 1, minus. So this is this position. Now coming here, row plus 1, col plus 1, 1, 1. Now this is the root for these two. Again, this value plus 1, this will be 2. This value minus 1, again this will be 0, 1 minus 1, 0. Coming here, add 1 to both. So this is the process that goes on. Now, once you have this, now to get the result, what we are doing, we are checking the values according to this. Okay, let me give you a clear idea. Let's say we have something. This was 1 and let me add one more here. Let's say 7 and 11. Okay, we have this. Without knowing this 0 anything, if you see one thing, okay, I'll just make it in a better way so that it looks fine. Yeah. Now see, if we talk about a vertical order traversal. So vertically means like this. So if we draw lines vertically, let's do this. So this is somewhere vertical. So the line crossing will give you the result. First vertical order is 7. Second is 9. So let's say third we have 3, 3, 11 and 12. And then 15 and 20. So this should be your result if we talk about. Okay. Now, yeah. Now if we talk about the values as we were doing. So initially as said 0, 0. Let me just write this. First let's give the height value to each one of them. Okay. That's Okay, this is your height. Now do one thing. -1 plus 1. -1 plus 1. Come here again. You incremented this is fine. -1 plus 1. Again here. -1 plus 1. So these are the values. Now can you find the similar values? So the similar values, if you see, okay, are these. Okay. So this similar value means these are in the same row, same column. But what we need to do is we need to arrange them in column wise. So last values, when they are same, they will be arranged in same list. So that's what we need to follow. So somewhere what we need is we need a map that stores an integer value, along with it a list. This integer is this value, and this value will be linked with your results. Okay, so for this, if we talk about the integer first, and yeah, this integer should be arranged in increasing first, and the values inside should also be arranged in increasing, because we were told when the values are same we need to sort them according to the values. So let's take, okay, first is your -2. So -2 will point to only one value, that's 7, because there's nothing else. Coming to -1, again nothing else, only 9. Coming to 0, we have 3, 11 and 12, sort them. Then 1 we have 15, 2 we have 20. So this is somewhere your result will now come up like this, 50. So this is how you need to do. Take the value 0, 0, decrement, increment, decrement, decrement, and the level should be maintained. Store them in a map with integer, that's the column number, and your list. The integer, that's the columns, first should be arranged in increasing, later followed by the list, that's the value, should also be arranged in increment. Now let's see the solution for this. That's a code. I would suggest you all to not go with the code and just go with the approach. It's quite easy if you know the approach. Okay, if you get confused between sorting and all, that's somewhere you can go up with the code, otherwise try it. Now we took a result list, that's the final one we will be requiring. Initially we have 0, 0. We'll call this function helper. Now this function, that helper function, we are calling, we have a map, as I told you, integer, and we have the root and 0, 0 from where we are beginning. Now width and depth you can say, or you can say row or column, whatever finds easy. First of all, if it's null, just return it, because we are done with it. Then check if the width is already there. Width refers to if the column was already there, like we had this 2, 0, 2, -1 and so on. Like, so this is just to check if it is already there, then it's fine. If not, then create it and a new list should be formed. Okay. After this, you can see now what we are doing is we are adding it up. The width and that particular value, we are adding it up. Okay. The new integer, if you could see, for that width, we are adding the new integer depth and row value. Okay. Coming here, again what we are doing, as said, for the left, decrement and increment, right? So depth is actually a level will always increase. Talking about this width value, this column value actually, okay, sorry, this is column and this is row. Yeah. So column value, what we'll do, we'll decrement and we'll increment for the left and right respectively, and call it again another. Once this is done, now comes to the part of sorting. So this is the part where we are sorting this map using the entry set. If they are equal, so we'll sort it for the based on the value, otherwise we'll sort it based on the column value. Once this is done, store them in a list, that's a list of lists, and this is just the storing part. So if you could see how easily things are going on, you are going to each and every nodes. Okay, so somewhere you can say it's order of n, that's number of nodes. That's a solution. So it could seem difficult at very first thought, but if you know how to approach, you can easily do things quite well. So any doubts, anything particularly, you can reach out to me using comments, any other channel, or anything you want to feel. It's quite easy for you. And one more request, keep following my Telegram channel for all the ones who are looking for a job, because I do post regular links regarding internships, upcoming job placements. So that would be fine. Thank you. Keep following. Take care.